Did you know that thousands of suitcases go missing at airports all over the world every single day, and that many of them never make it back to their owners? What's just a cold number for airlines can turn into a real nightmare for you. Imagine arriving super tired after a long flight, only to find your bag isn't showing up on the carousel. That empty, helpless feeling can totally ruin your vacation or a super important business trip. But the truth is, most of these lost bags could be avoided with simple tricks that not many travelers know about. In this video, we're going to share 12 smart ways to make sure your suitcase never gets lost again. And if the worst happens, you'll be one step ahead of the airlines. Stick around until the end because the last tip will give you access to secret info that very few passengers use, and it will save you hours of waiting. First up, protect your zippers with colorful zip ties. Most travelers think a simple lock is enough to keep their suitcase safe. But there's a trick out there that's both super easy and a little scary. With just a regular pen, the zipper on almost any suitcase can be forced open. Luggage thieves know this all too well. They just push the pen between the zipper teeth, create a gap, rummage through your stuff, and then zip it back up. Your lock stays perfectly fine, as if nothing ever happened. And the worst part? This method leaves no visible signs that your bag was tampered with. The good news is there's a super simple fix: colorful plastic zip ties. If you connect your suitcase zippers with a bright zip tie, it'll have to be broken if anyone tries to get into your bag. This means you'll know right away if someone tried to open your luggage. Plus, these zip ties do double duty. They're not just a safety seal, they also make your suitcase stand out immediately on the baggage carousel. Pick bright colors like fluorescent orange or neon green that really pop among a sea of black suitcases. It's like the red dot of luggage, totally unmistakable. And don't forget to pack a few extra zip ties for your trip back, along with a small pair of scissors in your carry-on so you can easily cut them off. This simple habit can be the difference between keeping your belongings safe and becoming another victim of silent luggage theft at the airport. Second tip, track your luggage with technology. Picture this. You land after a long flight, head to the baggage claim, and wait patiently. One suitcase after another appears, but yours, no sign. The worry starts to creep in. Back in the day, the solution was to wait and fill out a form with the airline. But times have changed. We're in the digital age. Thanks to modern tracking tech, today we can do so much more. Small devices like the popular Airtags or other travel trackers show you exactly where your suitcase is in real time. The battery lasts for weeks, and they use global tracking networks. Suddenly, you're not helpless anymore. In fact, you can show airport staff exactly which airport your suitcase ended up in. The situation completely changes. You stop being a passenger at the mercy of fate and start having valuable info in your hands, like a true detective. The trick is to hide the tracker in an inner pocket of your suitcase, never loose among your clothes, where it could be easily removed. And here's a golden tip many people don't know. Some premium credit cards will refund the purchase of these devices, as they're included in your travel insurance coverage. Basically, you get the tracker almost for free and you're super protected if something goes wrong. Digital tracking is like having your own private investigator for your luggage. And believe me, airlines act much faster when they know you already have the exact location of your lost suitcase. Third, use your airline's official baggage tracking. Even though personal trackers are great helpers, few people know that airlines themselves already have advanced systems to keep tabs on your bags. Major airlines use RFID technology, which scans and records every move your bag makes. From the check-in counter, through its journey to the plane during layovers, all the way to its final destination. The most surprising thing is that less than 20% of passengers use this tool, even though it's available for free in the airline's official app. You just need to type in your booking number or scan your boarding pass to get to the baggage tracking section. If you also turn on push notifications, you'll get real-time updates on your suitcase's status. This means that if your bag doesn't make it onto a connecting flight, you'll know even before you get off the plane. That way you can go straight to the claims desk with all the information in hand, saving time and reducing stress. Some apps even let you file a lost baggage report from your phone while you're still on the plane. Think of the advantage. While other passengers are waiting at an empty baggage claim, you'll have already started the recovery process hours earlier. This strategy turns a passive traveler into an active traveler, prepared and ahead of the airlines. It's a powerful tool that almost no one uses, and it can make all the difference between a ruined vacation and a small problem solved in minutes. Fourth tip, create a secret identity inside your suitcase. Most passengers blindly trust the paper tags they get at the check-in counter. But these tags are fragile. They can bend, tear, or even fall off completely during transit. If that happens, your suitcase just becomes another anonymous bag among thousands. To prevent this, you should give your luggage a second identity. The trick is simple. Put a laminated ID card inside your suitcase with your full name, email, phone number with international dial code, and your destination address. This card should be protected in a clear plastic sleeve to resist moisture or any spills. If the outer tag gets lost, the baggage staff will have a backup plan to contact you quickly. Some travelers even include copies of their itineraries, so the airline knows where to deliver the suitcase in case it arrives late. This small detail, which only takes a few minutes to prepare, can save you days of uncertainty and endless procedures. Remember, baggage staff sort hundreds of suitcases in just a few minutes. Any extra hint that makes your suitcase easier to identify is crucial. Think of this card as a second chance for your bag to get back to you. It's a tiny effort for a huge benefit, peace of mind throughout your entire trip. Fifth, make your suitcase stand out. One of the biggest problems at baggage claim is that most suitcases are black, have wheels, and are about the same size. This means your suitcase can easily get mixed up with someone else's, especially at busy airports or when people are tired after a long flight. A lot of bags don't end up in the wrong hands because they were stolen, but because someone picked them up by mistake, maybe thinking it was theirs. It's a classic mix-up. To avoid this, it's a good idea to personalize your suitcase so it's one of a kind. A simple way is to use a protective cover with bright colors or cool patterns. Not only does it protect your bag from scratches, but it also makes it easy to spot from far away, like a real piece of art. You can also add bright ribbons, flashy luggage tags, or even big stickers on the front and sides. The main thing is that its design should be hard to miss and, most importantly, unmistakable. Some creative travelers use custom vinyl stickers with their initials or special symbols, kind of like how artists sign their work. If you prefer something a bit more subtle, at least tie a bright-colored ribbon to the main handle. Besides avoiding mix-ups, a standout suitcase is less attractive to thieves because they know it will be easily identified and claimed. Remember, your goal is to make it unique and unforgettable at first glance. Think of this tip as an investment in safety and peace of mind, because the easier it is to spot your suitcase, the less likely you are to lose it in the endless sea of identical bags rolling around on airport carousels worldwide. Sixth tip, create a digital dossier. If a bag gets lost, airline staff usually ask for a detailed description, and this is where the problem lies. Saying your suitcase is black with wheels doesn't help much, because there are hundreds just like it. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack, you know? To increase your chances of finding it, you need a digital dossier. Before each trip, take a few minutes to photograph your luggage from every angle, front, back, sides, top, and bottom. Also, take close-up photos of the brand tag, model number, and any scratches, stickers, or unique marks that make it stand out. It's like recognizing your car by its dents, but on your suitcase. But don't stop there. Open the suitcase and take a photo of how it's organized inside. Because if it gets lost, this image serves as proof that it's really yours. It's like a fingerprint, but for your luggage. For an advanced level, organize your personal items by categories and take additional photos. That way, you can prove what was inside in case you need to file a claim. Save this dossier on your phone, but also send it to your email or the cloud, so you'll have access even if your phone is lost or the battery dies. Better safe than sorry, as they say. When you present this information at the lost and found desk, the staff won't just be looking for a generic black suitcase, but an item with unique details that can be recognized in minutes. It's like finding the famous needle in a haystack, but with a detailed map. This simple habit greatly increases your chances of getting your luggage back in record time and saves you long arguments with the airline. This is worth its weight in gold, or rather time and peace of mind. Seventh, treat your baggage claim tag like gold. That little slip of paper they give you at check-in might seem unimportant, but it's your official link to your suitcase in the airline system. Without it, your chances of making a successful claim are very small. Many people lose it or just crumple it in their pocket, not knowing its true value. It's like losing your car's title. Unthinkable. The advice is clear. As soon as you get your receipt, take a clear photo of it with your cell phone. Then, send it to your email with a clear subject like travel documents destination date. That way you'll have a copy you can get to from any device. For extra safety, print a copy too, and keep it with your passport or in your wallet. Think about good old Italian organization. These codes are connected to a digital system, that records all the scans of your suitcase during its journey. This means they contain a full history of where your bag has been at all times. This information can be the key proof if you need to ask for money back or make a formal complaint. Losing this receipt is like losing the key that connects your suitcase to you. Treat it for what it really is: a valuable document that can make the difference between getting your bag back in a few hours or facing weeks of uncertainty and endless paperwork with the airline. Number 8. Master the 80% rule. Many travelers have a habit of stuffing their suitcase to the brim, leaving the zipper almost ready to burst. Some even sit on it to get it closed. This mistake turns your luggage into a ticking time bomb. When zippers are stretched to their limit, the slightest bump, fall, or pressure can make them give way, scattering your things on the baggage carousel like an accidental "look what I brought." A real surprise effect that nobody wants, but there's a detail almost no one considers. If airport security decides to inspect your suitcase and it's overstuffed, it's very likely they won't be able to close it the same way. The result? Damaged items, broken zippers, and personal belongings lost along the way. A real shame, like a bad joke of fate. That's why experienced travelers always recommend applying the 80% rule. Never fill your suitcase beyond this capacity. This not only avoids accidents, but also leaves you extra space for souvenirs, purchases, or last-minute gifts. Think of that special cheese or artisan liquor you just have to bring home, maybe some limoncello from the Amalfi Coast. Plus, a suitcase with free space is less suspicious and less likely to be chosen for extra inspections. It's like at customs: the more discreet you are, the better. In short, packing with some wiggle room is a strategy for safety, comfort, and foresight that will save you a lot of headaches. Number 9. Choose hard-shell suitcases. Even though fabric suitcases are often lighter and more flexible, they're a real disadvantage in the fast-paced world of air travel. Think about everything that happens behind the scenes. Your luggage gets tossed onto conveyor belts, stacked on metal carts, squashed by bigger suitcases, and sometimes even left out in the rain or hot sun on the runway. A fabric suitcase can barely handle this kind of rough treatment. Plus, it's super easy for thieves to get into, since a simple knife is all it takes to open it without a trace. On the other hand, a hard-shell suitcase, especially one made of polycarbonate, acts like a real medieval armor. It protects your belongings from bumps, moisture, and temperature changes. It also makes potential thieves think twice because they know they'd need tools and time to break into it. Some models even come with built-in TSA-approved locks and waterproof seals, giving you extra security. The initial cost might be higher, but it's an investment that's worth it, especially when you think about the value of the items you're carrying. What's more, modern manufacturers have managed to cut down on the weight, so today there are suitcases that are both tough and light. Choosing a hard-shell suitcase isn't just about protecting your physical luggage. It's also about protecting your peace of mind, because nothing ruins a trip more than opening your suitcase to find your belongings damaged, or even worse, gone missing along the way. 10. Use TSA-approved locks. Many travelers make the mistake of using regular locks, thinking they're protecting their bags. What they don't know is that if security needs to open your bag and doesn't have an authorized way to do it, they're allowed to break the lock without telling you. This means that after inspection, your suitcase will continue its journey without any protection, vulnerable to other people's hands. To avoid this, the solution is simple: use TSA-approved locks. These locks have a special mechanism that can be opened with a master key, which only security agents have. This way, they can check your suitcase without damaging the lock. After inspection, your suitcase stays safe and sound. Choose combination locks instead of key locks because the key can easily get lost during your trip, but a 4-digit code is enough to keep things safe. However, avoid obvious combinations like 0, 0, 0, 0, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, remember that the lock protects the zipper pulls, but it doesn't strengthen the zippers themselves. That's why it's so helpful to combine this tip with the one about plastic zip ties from the first chapter. Together, they form an effective security system that discourages both opportunistic thieves and unwanted tampering during your trip. And now, let's talk about how to protect your luggage with the right coverage. There's a common belief among travelers: if an airline loses your luggage, they'll pay you back for everything you lost. The truth, sadly, is quite different. Airlines set surprisingly low limits for what they'll pay you back. For flights within one country, in many places, the most you'll get is about $3,500. And it doesn't matter if your suitcase had designer clothes, musical instruments, or professional camera gear. For international flights, this amount can be even less. and the list of things they won't cover is so long that many valuable items aren't even considered. That's why smart travelers get special luggage insurance. Unlike regular travel insurance, which often doesn't cover electronics and jewelry, these policies cover the actual value of your personal items and give you money right away to buy essentials while you wait for your suitcase to show up. It's super important to get this insurance at least 24 hours before your flight. And here's a secret that not many people know. Some fancy credit cards automatically include much better luggage protection, covering up to $5,000 per person. Before you buy extra insurance, check what benefits your cards already offer, because you might already be covered without even knowing it. Insuring your luggage isn't just an extra cost, but a way to travel with peace of mind, knowing that no matter what happens, you won't lose everything you brought with you. 12. Always carry essentials in your carry-on bag. This last tip is super simple, but super important. Never put all your important stuff in your checked luggage. Delays and lost bags happen, so it's key to have a backup plan in your carry-on. This means bringing everything you need to get by for at least 24 hours without your main suitcase. This includes your passport, cash and cards, any important medicines, chargers for your devices, underwear, and a basic change of clothes. If you're going somewhere colder, at least bring a light sweater or a small jacket. Think about what you'd really need if your suitcase went missing for a bit and pack your carry-on accordingly. Remember the saying, better safe than sorry. It's also a good idea to bring travel-sized toiletries that are allowed through airport security, like a toothbrush and hand sanitizer. This tip might seem obvious, but many people don't follow it and end up having to buy things last minute that they forgot. It's like being caught off guard when you realize it too late. Plus, traveling with essentials in your carry-on helps you worry less, because you know that no matter what happens, you won't be left with nothing. You'll be ready for anything. Your carry-on is your lifeline, your plan B, your guarantee that your trip can keep going, even if the airline takes a while to get your stuff back to you. Now you know 12 practical tips that airlines would rather you didn't find out about. From simple things like using colorful zip ties or carrying the essentials in your carry-on, to more advanced solutions like using smart trackers and the airline's own tracking systems. They all have one goal: that you never lose your suitcase again, or, if it does happen, that you're one step ahead of the airline. Remember, your peace of mind is priceless, and a little effort before your trip can save you weeks of stress. Tell me in the comments which of these tips surprised you the most, and if you've had bad experiences with luggage before. Give us a like if this video was helpful, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the future travel tips we'll share every week, because the best way to deal with airport chaos is to be prepared.